What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of The Long Dark, our Hunted Part 2 challenge, which has devolved into me just picking up stuff inside of a bunker damn thing. I don't know. Like, we might as well pick this area clean for bullets, right? That's all that I'm going to be looking for today, is we're not going to pick up a lot of the extra stuff. We're just going to go through all the lockers that are down below in this little area over here. And if we find anything useful, then we find something useful. If we don't, we don't. So let's go through here. We'll take a look around. I'm sure we'll find like a shirt or something like that so that we can more effectively hunt the bear. The nice thing about this is if in this episode we can find a lot of the stuff that we need in order to make the hunt happen properly, it means I don't have to stop from now on. Because the big problem so far is that we chase the bear a little ways, but we're so cold from not having the right equipment that we have to stop and then the bear gets away from us. Basically, we need to get well enough equipped to where we don't have to break off the hunt the moment the bear disappears for a little bit and we have to search for him out in the cold. There's more soda there. Okay. I'm pretty sure if I go out that way, it puts me outdoors, and then I gotta climb through a window. And I don't really feel like doing that today. So, we'll start with the lockers. We got newsprint right there. Okay. Lots of newspapers around, strangely enough. It must be like the 80s or something. I don't know what year it's supposed to be in this game. That was never something that I was able to like verify. I'm assuming it's like in the 80s or something, because you don't see a lot of computers around. You don't see a lot of like useful things in locations. Everything seems like it's still analog. I don't know. It feels very much like my childhood. Everything feels like it uses oil in order to like function. Even kids' toys. When I was a kid, we had a robot, and you poured oil in it. Like you put oil in the robot, and then you push a little button, and he would walk around, and smoke would come out of this little stovepipe on the top of his head. He was powered by oil. Everything was powered by oil back then. I'm like, you know, this is a splendid resource, and clearly we will never run out of this. Let's make everything rely on it. This is the way that we will move forward into the future. No. Solar power's a crock. That'll never work. That's limited. There's only so much sunlight in a day. Oil is forever. Dinosaurs. Liquid dinosaurs will fuel. You know, if you told somebody 500 years ago that liquid, they didn't know what dinosaurs were, never mind. I was going to be like, yeah, well, in the future we found out that there were these giant creatures that used to live a long-ass time ago, and the whole world was basically a jungle back then. And then, over a long period of time, the jungle turned into a liquid that we now pull out of the ground, along with the giant animals, by the way. And then we use them to make our auto-rolly carriages go where we want them to go. Indeed. Someday soon, wars will be fought over the giant dinosaur fluid. Okay. No bullets yet, which is really the only reason why I came in here. Tiny bit disappointed. Life is rough like that, though. We got some painkillers in there. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. I think I'm going to call gasoline just dino goo. I gotta go dino goo up the car. What is that? Driving gloves. There's like no roads around here. Why the shit are there driving gloves? We haven't seen a single road yet. Pretty soon our crowbar is going to break, I think. Yeah, there it goes. So we have a ruined... No! It broke at the wrong time. Oh, you son of a bitch. How could you do this to me, Prybar? How could you do this to me? I drop you, for you are a betrayer. And being a betrayer means I no longer shine my golden, magical visage upon you. You were lost to me. You were lost to me, Crowbar. How I loathe you. How I loathe you. Lots of painkillers. Apparently people in here are clonopinning up. All day long, every day. This job must be especially miserable. We got any more of that clonopin left, Joe? I'm like, yeah, man, we got like barrels of that shit. Awesome. Nothing like operating heavy machinery under the influence. It's a tomato soup. Hooray. Any bullets back in here in the company store, whatever the hell this is? Nope. No bullets so far. All I want to do is shoot things that want to hurt me. Why is the game so negatively opposed to my happiness? That's all that I've ever truly wanted. That and cloth, I guess. Cloth works too. Or a knife. I would take a knife as well. A knife would work. Cloth would work. There's nothing back there. Nothing up there. A wool toque. Okay. Glad I searched around the back side of that thing just to make sure. I don't see anything else that looks important. Yeah, it's unfortunate that crowbar had such low durability. You used to be able to repair things. Now you can't anymore. Used to be able to repair crowbars and stuff like that, but they removed the ability to repair a lot of the less likely stuff. So like a crowbar. You sharpen knives now. You don't repair those. Hatchets, I think you sharpen as well. There was a whole bunch of stuff that you used to be able to repair. Or maybe it was just the... crowbar. Having trouble thinking of other stuff you were able to repair back in Dia. Dia? Dia? I don't know. Male, female, whatever. It's still a Dia. Alright. So back up to the top. We've gotten a little bit done so far. I'm going to drop the bedroll back up in there and we'll go look for our large friend for the rest of the day. See if we can get eyes on him. Because for right now, we're actually kind of missing him. Oh yeah, I always forget about this dead guy. I always walk right past him. Every time. Nothing but a thing of antiseptic and a tin of sardines. Poor bastard. I will take that one, if only to break it, and just to make it realize that I am the boss. And I have the power to just utterly disassemble it and no one will come to its aid. Not a one. What time of day is it? 10 hours of daylight left? That's plenty of time. Nothing to worry about, although I am going to camp out on the top floor rather than down here because it's too dark down here and I'm tired of navigating. See? I'm walking with my face against a wall right now, and I didn't even know it because it was so dark that I couldn't even feel it against my face. You ever been in darkness so thick that it deprives you of your other senses other than sight? Yeah, exactly. This is that kind of dark. Oh, good. My blood is still there. Anybody see a mop around so that I can erase the memory of my shame? The ass whooping that I received at the hand of a wolf that was much more burly and manly than me. Alright, so that's done. For now, campcraft, give me that. We'll put that down on the ground. Nope, not yet, not yet. I gotta turn off the lantern first. And then we will kill this lantern for its fuel. It's beautiful dino goo. Cool. And then we will also harvest these to get some cloth back because we still have a lot of stuff that needs to be repaired. Good. The more cloth I can get out of this, the happier a camper I shall be. Right now, we're kind of a literal camper. Alright, so we got 2 of those. What else we got here on the list? I know there's something else that I can tear up here. We got another Canadian toque as far as I know. I'm going to start drinking these just to get them out of the way. Eat one of these bad boys just to get it up and out of the inventory too. So now that that's gone, yeah, we got a bunch of these things right now. And in fact, it would be better if we harvest the shitty one because that'll save us a repair and we'll put the good one on. There's never been a piece of... Basically, anything that goes over my head is something that I don't want to be shitty. So that gives us 1.7. We'll wear that. That's a little bit better than the wool scarf that we have. And then we have time to tear up the wool scarf, right? Yeah, buddy. Alright, so let's harvest that wool scarf. We're going to try and use this to make sure that our pantalones don't have holes in them. They are quite torn up at the moment. Quite. Alright, so we will repair you. It will take 30 minutes. We will get 30% from repairing this. We will not fail. We will not fail. At risk for cabin fever. Really? The shit does that mean? At risk for cabin fever. That's a new one. I've never seen that one before. They added something new to the game. That'll be fun to deal with. Water supplies are looking a little bit iffy, but I can rectify that fairly easily. And in fact, I'll probably use those tablets real fast to get them out of my inventory as well. So we managed to do pretty well right there. Managed to do pretty well. I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff back over here because we're going to pick it up on the way by if the bear tries to run from us. I don't think we'll need a lot more kerosene or lantern fuel anyways. Anything that lowers our weight is acceptable at this point, even if it's only by a tiny, tiny iota. I'll keep some of it on me. Not all of it on me, but I'll keep some of it. And then definitely drop the mountaineering rope. I don't think we're going to need that anytime soon. So I need to spend time outdoors. Apparently, we're going crazy right now. We're falling apart. Falling. All right, you big brown bear bastard. Where you at? Although he's more of a grayish color, I guess. You big ghoulish gray bastard. There we go. You big ghoulish gray git. Even better. Even better. It just had to stay alliterative. That's all that really mattered. You furry fiend. You future bullet receptacle. Shit. And me dropping all my flares, huh? Man, that little bastard must really want to get some. He must really want to get some. I'm going to run away. I just don't feel like dealing with him right now. He's a wasted round. He's a bullet that I would rather not drop. Although there was another wolf over here too. So we're at 7C right now. Not bad. Not bad at all. I forgot to sleep, though, so that might be problematic. But there's plenty of places for us to bed down for the night. Last place we saw the bear was over there, so let's go have a look-see. I'm sure he's probably in and among the stumps somewhere. Man, that was a creepy-ass movie, too. A Walk Among the Tombstones. I was going to say A Walk Among the Stump Stones, but yeah, that movie was out there. I don't know. Any movie with weird rapo abductors just sets me ill at ease. It's the whole Buffalo Bill thing. Any movie that falls back on that trope just got me feeling nervous. I'm like, I don't like this. No. I don't want this movie to be about this. No. I feel very uncomfortable right now. Just, So, bear. Where are you, bear? Over here, we have a Wulfa. We've seen no evidence of L. Kind of curious where the little bastard ran off to. He's got to be around somewhere. I have to go this way right now, otherwise I'm going to have to deal with that wolf. And I just don't have the ammo to make it worth it. If I can dig into one of these houses, that'd be fine too. We'll just sleep there for the night. As I recall, I left a bunch of firewood over here anyways. Grab a couple sticks for kindling. And I think I left like a campfire log or something like that over here. Basically, we'll make a fire over inside of this building if we need to, in order to make this all function properly. There are also loads of branches and things laying around, so we should be able to get a decent fire going if I need more water. Might be something to focus on. This is what I get for not keeping line of sight on a bear. This is what I get. Trying to figure out where I dropped that wood at. Drop my wood. Dereliction of duty. It's just like, ugh. This dude dropped his wood. How dare he? Must not like your wood very much if you're dropping it all the time. See, the rest of us, we keep that shit firmly in hand no matter what. Never let go. Never forget. Never surrender. There we go. Little bit of reclaimed wood right there. Not a lot, but something. We get 8 from there, and it'll take us 2 hours to... Dude, I could break that thing apart in like 5 minutes. You take me outside, and I could do it with my foot. All you gotta do is stomp on the shells till they come off. And then on the opposite end, I mean, you might need a hammer to get the 2... No, never mind. There's no backing. Yeah, that thing would be 2 hours to tear that apart? I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. Alright, so with cedar, we've got a 40% chance. I say accelerate that shit. We need water. I am a little worried about our water supply right now. Cool. Looks good. Melt off like... We'll melt off 5. We'll just kind of see how that goes. Cool. We will boil that 5. That'll give us water into the foreseeable future so we don't have to worry about running out. Probably used a bit too much of our resources right there to get that fire going because there's going to be some overhang, but it's fine. I think I'd like to do some brief scouting if I could. I know we're drained at the moment, and we do have a lot of water on us. There you go. Eat some fish in a can. Sardines aren't that bad. Once you get over like the appearance and like the sliminess and like the saltiness of them, they're not that terrible. What it really comes down to is like, have you ever been hungry before? Like if you've ever been like really, really hungry and not eaten for a couple of days, that's what'll swap it around. And that'll be the point at which you'll eat like anything. It doesn't even matter. You lose all preconception about what is an acceptable meal. You're just like, yeah, I'll eat that real fast, sure. So I shot the bear. It ran off in this direction. And that's the last we heard from the little nozzle. Unless he trekked up into the hills this way. So you see, we lost sight of him. Coming over a bluff from that side is where we lost sight of him. And we've canvassed a pretty good chunk of this map at this point. We've had like 0 eyes on. I don't see him up that way. I don't see him anywhere. I think there's a hunter's cache up here. I think. So we might as well check it while we're out and about. But by and large, we haven't seen that bear in a bit. I had expected that he had moved towards the end of the zone, but we may have to go back and see if maybe he ended up on the lake somewhere. Or if he ended up in some other location. We've got the clothing now to actually track him permanently. We've got the clothing and the supplies, so now he's got to find the little prick. And then just, like, stay on him. Stay on him like arrows on his back. You know, I never realized you could go all the way up here. It's just something that I never quite investigated. Never really thought about it much. Whatever, I don't really see a whole lot up here that's interesting and or useful. Excuse to get off the beaten trail, I guess. Have a look around and see what happens. I mean, obviously the bear is not in this area anymore. So we're going to have to figure out where he ran off to. Is there a cave up here? It kind of looks like a cave to me. I don't know. I'm going to look. I want to find out. The angle's getting to be a bit too much, but Shit, why not have a look? No, just the edge of the map. Can't go any further. Okay, well, with the tree line the way that it is, I doubt we'll be seeing a whole lot of bears from this vantage point. I don't know why I said advantage. Let's avoid that, because I don't want to break my ankles while I'm out here. Instead, we want to cut kind of a perpendicular angle to the slant of the hill to kind of relieve ourselves of... Well, not relieve ourselves on the hill, but you get what I'm saying. To relieve ourselves of the chance of spraining our ankles. It used to happen a lot. That was one of the more annoying mechanics back in the old versions of the game. Anytime you walked on an inclined surface, there was a chance you'd break your ankle. Like, every step, there was like a 1% chance. And over time, you step a lot of times. And so, weirdly, you ended up spraining your ankle like every 14 seconds in like the original version of the game. It was humorous when it was not you. But when it's you, it was just like, ah! This is what insanity feels like. I mean, we're still in okay shape except for our tiredness. Still kind of in the no bear, no fly zone, though. I was really hoping we'd be more successful than this. There is kind of like a little birch grove up here that I never realized. There's probably like sprouts or something up here. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been up in this area. I mean, it looks like there's a trail that leads up in here, so it's weird that I've never gone up here, but... Meh. It's possible there might be something of interest. If you go around the birch trees, you can actually find birch bark. Like these right here. These birch barks, I think they act as a kindling, if I recall correctly. Yeah, there might be saplings or something up here for making like a bow or some kind of improvised weapon. They like to hide the saplings in really weird spots. Like spots where you would never see them again. If you're also looking for them, they can be over by the ice ponds with the deer blinds. That's another spot where you can find them, but... That looked like a death trap to me. I ain't gonna risk it. Let's head on back, I guess. And having not found the bear, I'm gonna have to, like, scout around and see if I can find the little bastard. I will come back in the next episode once I have found him. I have no idea where he's disappeared to. The plus shot is that we've spent a bunch of time and we've basically armed ourselves. We've equipped ourselves. We have more food and more water than we know what to do with for right now. And so we should be able to, in the next 4 or 5 episodes, make a really solid push to kill the beast. Kill the beast! In the most Gaston-like fashion. Well, that probably entails me getting thrown off of a building or something, so maybe not. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. I will see you all in the next episode of The Long Dark. Thank you for stopping on in. This is the Hunted Challenge Part 2. If you like what I do here on the channel, be sure to check out the Patreon. It's a great way to support me and make sure the videos don't go anywhere in the near future. And aside from that, I don't really have much else to say. Thank you for joining me, and bye-bye, everybody.